What's up, guys? I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm sitting here currently waiting out a storm. We had a tornado warning, and I forgot how long it lasts, so my kids are getting a little restless sitting in the bathtub right now. I'm sitting here in the living room until it starts to get really, really bad. Right now it's just raining. It does seem a little gloom outside, so we'll see what happens. I want to pray for everybody who has been affected by these tornadoes here lately. I know that it's been a reoccurring thing, and it seems like it's happening more often this year. It always happens around this year, but it seems like it's happening more often around this year. But I pray for the families, and I pray for the families who are affected by it, that they turn to God in their time of sorrows and struggles, and I just hope they find solace in God in through all this. If there's anything good to come out of it, it should be that. Um, so yeah, I'm currently waiting out the storm. Let's see. Monday we went to Silver Dollar City and we had a really, really good time. We rode a lot of the rides. My daughter actually got to ride some rides that she didn't get to ride last year, mainly due to her height. But now that she's old enough, she can ride most of the rides. My son got to ride a lot of rides that he couldn't last year by himself. He actually had to have a parent with him last year, and this year he actually got to ride a lot of the rides that he basically is starting to get really. It's raining so hard outside. Um, oh damn, the wind! Holy crap, guys! Look at this. I don't know if you can see it through the camera. You see those trees back there swaying? I got this one swaying right here. It's getting windy outside for sure. But anyway, as I was saying, they got to ride a lot of rides this year that they didn't get to last year or the year before. So that was really, really awesome. It was good to see the reaction on their face riding new rides. There was a couple rides that scared my kids. Obviously, they've never been on anything like some of the rides they rode. So it was cool to see them having fun and having a really good time. And then when we got done with that, we went to Famous Dave's at the Branson Landing Mall, and we were able to sit on the porch outside and enjoy the great view of the river that's going by there, watching the zip line coming across from the bluff, and basically really, really relaxing dinner. And then we drove home, which I wish we would have driven home earlier than we did because I was getting quite tired. It was really, really, really starting to get late. We didn't get here till about 12 o'clock at night after being at the park for like 6 or 7 hours, and then we went to eat after that. That morning, I got up at like 6 o'clock, and basically up until the point that we left to go there, which is like a 2-hour drive away. Up until the point that we left to go there, we were pretty much busy preparing. Hey guys, get inside. It's starting to get really bad. Get in the bathtub, son. Don't make me spank you. But anyway, up until the point that we actually left, we were pretty much preparing to leave. We were getting everything together. I got up that morning, I made everybody breakfast, and then I did my workout, and then we got everything together. We jumped in the car. We went and got some stuff at the store that we needed for the day, and then we pretty much drove for 2 hours, spent 6 hours at the park, and then a couple more hours eating. And then by the time we left at like 9, which we should have been able to make it here by 11, but we actually got turned around on our way back for some reason because we usually take a different way back than we take going there. And we got turned around and it put us like an hour behind. So we ended up getting here about 12 o'clock, crashed out. I normally wake up at 7 and I didn't wake up till like 8:30 that day. Before that, I put a new blower motor in my wife's car. I messed some stuff up because I didn't do some research before, but come to find out, it's really, really easy. You just take the glove box out. There's like 8 screws, and then there's one screw actually holding the blower motor in, and then you twist the blower motor, slide it out, put the new one in there, slide it, put the screw back in, and then you basically reattach your glove box. Very, very easy. I also changed the oil pressure switch in my truck. It was going bad. It's not all the way fixed though. For some reason, it still keeps saying that I pretty much have low oil pressure, but it doesn't stay on like it used to. Used to at 2,000 RPM, it would sit there at 2,000 RPM, and right above 2,000 RPM, the light would come off, and then anything below 2,000 RPM, the light would come on, saying that I had low oil pressure. Now, ever since I put the new one in, it's actually about, I think it idles at like 600 RPM, and anything above that, it has enough oil pressure. But as long as it's idling, that light is on. So it is better, but it's not fully fixed. And I think it may have to do with the fact that it got some oil where the plug-in is on the end of the switch. I think it may be messing with the reading on the pressure. But obviously it's raining right now, so I can't fix it. But maybe tomorrow I'll get into it. I'll pull that plug off, clean out the inside, maybe put some electrical adhesive stuff in there, so that way you keep good connection, keep water and oil and everything out of it. Plug it back in, see if that fixes the problem. So that's what was done to the truck. I also changed the oil in both the vehicles. My truck was like 500 over. My wife's was like 1,000 over. I hadn't been on top of it here lately, and I've actually been kind of lazy. I've been doing other things that didn't have anything to do with the house. But now that I've had a couple days to rest, I'm staying back on top of it. I got the kitchen clean. I got the dishes done today. I did my workout. I took a shower. I cleaned the living room. I cleaned my son's room. Cleaned my daughter's room. And then right before I was about to go clean my room, we got a tornado warning. So basically we're sitting it out, and then as soon as we get done, as soon as all this crap goes by, we will actually, I will actually start on my room, and then we have to take Aria to therapy. I don't know if I mentioned this on a previous video, but we did have an issue with the therapist that Aria sees on Tuesdays. She basically, I'm not going to say, too much about it, and we still love the place that she goes, and the lady who did her therapy on Tuesday did a great job. The only problem is that she kind of made me feel disrespected. She has an hour to do her job, and then outside of that is my responsibility as far as my daughter is concerned. And she basically in some way made me feel disrespected, as if I couldn't handle a certain situation outside of her hour with her. So now she is seeing a new therapist for the same thing on Wednesdays at 1:30. So now we're Mondays and Wednesdays instead of Tuesdays and Thursdays like we were. Another update, Lexi is out of school now, so that means that we do not have to leave the house to go pick her up. I only have to go to Fayetteville twice a week, so that's really, really a good relief. Randall or her mom will be bringing her by in the morning, and she basically just drops them off, and I take care of them during the day. I just heard a big old bang. I don't know what that was. It's getting pretty hairy outside. But anyway, one of them will drop her off, and then the next day, they'll, one of them will drop them off. I take care of her throughout the day, and then they come and pick them up in the afternoon, probably usually around between 4 and 6. And then at the end of the week, they pay me for my time that I have watched her. So yeah, things changed literally for the better. The truck went after I changed the oil on the truck. It started having issues, like maybe an ignition coil issue or spark plug issues. So this next paycheck, I'm going to go ahead and buy all new spark plugs and all new ignition coils. I found some on Amazon. I can do the whole thing for under $100, and I've actually priced it out at a dealership or a automotive place, and they will charge you anywhere from $800 to $1,000 to fix it. So I'm really, really glad that I know how to do these things. So next paycheck, that's what we're going to be doing. That'll be another update, and I'll let you know how the truck runs after that, because we recently just fixed a whole bunch of stuff on the vehicles. After that, though, the next paycheck after that is going to go towards the AC fixed in my truck, because it's been about coming up on 4 or 5 years now with no AC. The car that I had for 2 years while my dad had my truck, it didn't have AC either. So I was without AC that whole time. So the whole time my wife and I have been married, I have never had a vehicle with AC. So I'm going to be really, really happy to be able to get AC in this truck. It'd be so worth it. And I can roll around with the windows up with the AC on. And I don't have to worry about, the kids getting overheated or whatnot. And that's the one thing I really worry about, riding around in that truck too much. But that's pretty much all the updates for now. I feel like I've been talking forever. Hopefully we'll get some more stuff going on here. We're trying to make stuff happen. We're trying to make moves. And yeah, that's pretty much how life's been here lately. It's been a little bit crazy, but kind of fun at the same time. And we just keep on pushing, and I pray that those of you who watch this video, I pray that I give you guys some kind of motivation to do whatever it is you're doing, or if you're having struggles just doing everyday life stuff. I hope that me telling my story on a regular basis helps you guys out. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment down below, and like the video if you did like the video, subscribe if you like the content that I'm putting out. And if you do like that content, please hit the notification bell so you guys get a notification every time I put a video out. I love you guys. God bless. Be safe. Good night.